Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How does it feel to win the Inspiration Award?
Amazing, because at this point of my career, like, I'm at a certain point, and I've been thinking lately, I've achieved certain things, and how can I give back to my dad? What can I do for my dad, my mom, my dad? Obviously, I've done stuff for my mum, but I'm saying, what can I do for my dad, my dad, my dad? And then this award came along, and I was like, this is the perfect thing, along with what extra I have to do. And it means a lot to me because I watched him do this before I did this. So it's like, every boy wants to be his own man or his own dad, but like, if you end up doing the same thing as your dad, that means you definitely was actually watching what he was doing, you know what I mean? So yeah.
And you've been there from the very beginning. Did you ever foresee grime, reaching this level of recognition?
No, it was more like reggae, soul, all the different musics that were going on. I was a strong Top of the Pops kid. I watched Top of the Pops, so all the musics that were going on. And I think grime happened because in London, a new wave comes, like hardcore, acid, jungle hardcore, and drum and bass, garage. And I just think I was part of when the garage wave, I was jungle, but then I was part of the garage wave, and then I met Dizzee Rascal, and what we did, grime emerged from. So.
Did you ever think it would be this big, this successful?
No way. But one thing I did know is, because I watched Dizzee Rascal's whole career, like, properly. Like, he may not know it, but I am his #1 fan, whether he likes it or not, Not in a bad way. Oh, God bless him, but I'm saying, I am the one who noticed his skill first, if you like. So I watched him do his career, and he never stepped a foot wrong. So in my mind, I was like, right, that kid done it, and he opened the door for everybody to come. Basically, whether we speak or not today, that's what happened,
And who's your biggest inspiration?
Him. I don't want to say that, but it has to. If he wasn't, it's like he's here, I'm here. Without him, I wouldn't be here. He may still be here, but he wouldn't be there. So it's like yin and yang. We are, and there's nothing I can do about it. And so he is my biggest inspiration for me becoming Wiley, basically, if I be honest. Yep.
And what have you learned along the way?
Along the way, I've learned, basically, you are who you are. You might, like people say, I'm going to change. You might not change, but what you can do is adjust. So you are who you are. You learn what you learn, and you don't want to burn your hand in the fire twice. So, it's, I think, like, basic common sense things in life will take you a long way. And that's what I would, like, preach to the next generation, basically,
And what do you see as your biggest achievement?
This, like, I'm not just saying it because I'm here. Like, I know people do that, but I'm not saying it just because I'm here, because I've never had an achievement where I could be recognised, I could share it with my dad because he's the guy who led me to do this, It's like I've had awards where I take it, I go away, everyone's like, Wiley, and then my dad's at home, but this one is like, your dad was there with you, and like PRS for music's like the most important. They're like the most important people in my career because they're my pension, they're like my bed to lay on.
And just one final question, what's next for you?
Next for me is a few singles, because I feel like it's a singles market at the moment, and to share single ideas with the next generation so they can get on and stuff. And basically, like, I want to try and get to the next phase of my career, which will be music business. So, like, I won't go to the studio, I'll go to the office. And Thingy's coming in at 2, and if I catch a good meeting and he's got the hits, I'm gonna call the big boss, he's gonna sign it, and then everyone's gonna be like, Wiley signed that guy. And then I'm gonna, like, I wanna go into music business, because I don't believe you can do the two at the same time. And I've watched like American music, and they've built like the facade of making me believe you can be like the artist and the label boss at the same time, but you can't, because the label is the label boss. There's 60 people working in the office for, like, so I saw through that, and I realized that, like, one or the other, Wiley. So you're coming out of your like music career. Now we're going to go into the business.